Look no further, this may be the last digital gauge cluster you'll need for your Model 3 or Model Y, well, at least for now. So let's go right ahead and unbox this thing. Right up front, you can see the box is really huge. Now compared to the other instrument cluster, normally it's roughly around that size. But they went all out and created a big display. It's kind of hard to open this box. Neatly packaged compared to the usual ones that we normally see. Don't know what that is. And we have the wiring harness that we need, but this is the main star of the show. So I see what they done here. This one sits on top of the dashboard trim, just in front of the aircon vent. So they thought, well, this is not blocking the aircon vent or the airflow coming from the aircon. We don't want to go small. Comparing the size of that instrument cluster with Minimalist series from Yonsei, I mean, over time, these manufacturers are trying to make this product smaller and smaller because it blocks the airflow. It's going to be on the aircon vent. So there, over 2 or 3 generations, this has becoming smaller and smaller. Now this is the latest one. They went all out and made a big instrument cluster with lots of displays, more information. Of course, they're not limited to the screen real estate. And just neatly packaged. There's a micro SD card slot there for software updates. Let's put that aside. What do we have here? Wiring harness. Provide you with Torx screwdriver. You have all sorts of wiring harness here, so it's neatly packed. Let's unwrap that. They provide you with some good quality pry tool. Let's put that aside. Oh, sorry, hit the Tesla there. And apparently there are two. These are 2 sets of wiring harness, all in one. This one looks familiar because mine's an AMD Ryzen chip. So I guess this one is what I'll be using. Is there any label here? There it is. It says AMD OBD. So that'll be what I'll be using. I guess this will just be dangling, and it says there it's for Intel. Much smaller than the AMD Ryzen, but if you compare this with the wiring harness for these ones, this one attaches to the rear of the center armrest. It's much bigger too. So this is smaller, even though it's for AMD. I guess there are 2 sizes. This one has power already, that's why it's bigger. And this is just a pass-through connection. It's got data and power, but with these types of connectors, it's just carries data. That's why it needs a separate connector to get power. Again, this is just a pass-through connector. All the pins have connecting wires, and it's just a pass-through one-to-one. So the other unique thing about this is that they made this smaller. So traditionally, what we have from the other ones are these big connectors, and they're big, so you can't insert it through the slots on the dashboard trim. Now, since this one sits on top of the dashboard trim, in order to have better wire management, these wires also had to go through. Otherwise, you don't want to snake this in the back through the aircon vent. That's going to be unsightly. So it's good that they thought about this. They split this into 2, so it becomes small enough to fit the holes in the slot. It's kind of reminiscent of what I did about 5 months ago using this air freshener mounting bracket. I'd like to think that this is where this new product idea came from, but I could be mistaken. They call this the V2 mini car LCD display. I'm not sure where is the V1, but it's a good product. Like what I've done in other products, I'll go through all the functionality. I'm going to perform a tissue of truth to check if this one will interfere with the airflow and provide you with my thoughts, what it is, whether this will be my go-to product from now on. We'll see. But for now, I've got the X2 installed on my Model Y. I've got this just recently. Then I saw this came along. I ordered straight away. It took a while before I got delivery. It also took a while before I had the chance to install this because I was working on the X2. So I think right now all up I have 5 of these and I have 4 extra ones. So I'll at some point in the future I'll be giving it away, and so stay tuned. So they have the actual unit wrapped in protective film. Really nice packaging, much better than definitely the all the other products I've come across. So in looking at this display more closely, I can see that it has a full LCD screen instead of those cut out segments like its competitors, which means the manufacturer can easily introduce new features and indicators or fix issues through a software upgrade, which I hope they do because it's a win for us consumers. And that's all I have for you in this video. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below or write me an email at autos.gizmos@gmail.com. And finally, if you find this video helpful, please subscribe to my channel and click that like button. It will improve the YouTube algorithm and help me grow my channel. See you on the next one.